Hey everybody, this is Aquarius Maximus. I'm out doing my morning walk and I'm sweaty and I'm looking all crazy. So I was like, I ain't gonna do no video, but I'm gonna do a podcast. Some of the things that was coming through my mind yesterday, I was talking about the Three of Hearts, which is indecision, lack of commitment. A lot of times it can represent third-party relationships, third-party situations. And this year, one of my cards, I had a three of Hearts and Pluto. So it was really a challenge to learn the lessons of what that means. And a lot of that was coming to me this morning. And a lot of how we interpret cheating and polygamy and all of that stuff in America is from, especially with Black folks, it's coming from a place of lack, of there's just not enough love to go around. And even though a man, and pardon me if I'm breathing hard because I'm walking up this big hill, but even though a man may say, well, I'm going to give me some more women, more wives because there's not enough men to go. Again, it's coming from a place of lack. So they're encouraging the thought amongst women that there's just not enough love for them to have their own love and their own commitment, that they have to share or they have to get some of somebody else's, and the whole thought of polygamy in America is synonymous with cheating. It really is the same thing. It's just acceptable cheating. And it's an acceptable sense of lack, because how many women that have stuff, that are independent, are making money, etc., and they're willing to share their men, or women that feel good about themselves. And you see women that feel good about themselves, they're willing to share. Some people will do it for a short time, but it never seems to really last for the long run, because it wasn't really created for the long run. It wasn't created for this type of society neither. It basically was something that was created in the past to help give men to land ownership rights and to tie them in the land and give them some value, because they really didn't have the rights to the things that they have the rights to these days. So it gave them a place to fit in. But we're in a new type of society, and it's all about raising your self-esteem and your level of consciousness and knowing there's no feeling of lack. I mean, if you want to date multiple people, that's great, and you want to have one relationship and it doesn't work out and you might have to move on to the next, that's great too. That's a better expression of the Three of Hearts. To know that you have the option to get more love or get love in another kind of way. And that's another thing. Just because somebody gives you something good in one way doesn't mean they're meant to be your lifetime partner per se. Just because they give you something good in one way, that's a friendship, because you might have somebody you have a really good conversation with. You have somebody really good knowledge with. Then you have somebody who is great for working out with. And then you have somebody who's great to go on trips with, to hike with, or whatever. But your longtime dual partner, your commitment, your Saturn, that is a whole other spiritual ball game in itself. So, you got to get out of that idea that there isn't enough love to go around and that you just have to get something of somebody else's and you can't get your own, and you can't be patient and allow for these opportunities. You have to view the world from a different perspective. And the perspective is that you have options. You always have options. It just, maybe at the particular time, the options seem a little slim. But before you know it, that time is going to come around and boom, hit you and give you the opportunity to make a conscious decision about who is the best for your long-term situation and who just makes a good friend. This is Aquarius Maximus. Bye.